In the spirit of Halloween month, I decided to pick up a horror movie. I found one called Ice Cream Man, starring the lovely Clint Howard. This movie is directed by Paul Norman. However, that's his stage name. His actual name is Norman Paul Abstein. So I think it's an improvement. Paul Norman kind of sounds like an actor or a director. I'd much rather have that kind of a name. It's similar to salad dressing. He's a very prophylactic director, as IMDb credits him with 124 videos. Most of them, and I'm not making this up, are titles that are like Sperm Bitches. I think this is a dog breeding video. Most of these didn't have covers. Hungry Holes, which is probably the true story about the making of Hungry Hungry Hippos, the game. By and Beyond 6, obviously a space bicycle. Star Flash, Flash Gordon Goes to Hollywood, maybe. Bitches and Heat Part 1, Locked in the Basement, obviously home construction. Crybabies 1, Anal Scream. Yeah, okay, these have to be porn. Edward Penis Hands, and of course the erotic adventures of the Three Musketeers. So this has to be a great movie, right? With the caliber of director, it stands to reason that The Ice Cream Man would be a huge hit, especially with all the kids. The movie came out in 1995, although it looks as if it was released in the 80s. Of course, you probably don't want to film Clint Howard in high definition. The movie starts innocently with cute little Gregory. He watches the local ice cream man get shot and killed by gangsters. Next, we flash forward in time and see that Gregory is all grown up, and he has become the ice cream man of the neighborhood. Of course, because of his childhood, he's completely insane. Or maybe he's crazy because of all the green goo they show that they injected into his brain at the asylum. Well, it doesn't matter. They never really say, and it never really matters. It's a shame that Mystery Science Theater 3000 never got around to riffing the movie, because it would have been comedy gold. That's not to say that this movie is all laughs and giggles. One of the weaknesses of the movie, in my opinion, is that it doesn't really know what it wants to be. Is it supposed to be serious? Or is it supposed to be a horror movie? Is it supposed to be an adventure movie for children? Is it supposed to be a campy comedy? Or do they want it to come across dark? The movie is very random, it has manic tonal shifts. Some of it comes across as humor, like when the cops can't solve the case of the missing people, so then the children of the town decide to hunt down clues. But then other times it just seems like it's bad acting, so it's hard to tell. The film does have a goofy atmosphere, and so some people might find that interesting and decide to watch it just for that. But some could find the shift in tone jarring and be unable to enjoy the parts that they don't like. I think little changes here or there would have really helped make this movie better. Maybe if they would have had a director a little bit more experienced in either comedy or horror, would have made it a better film. Certain parts of the film should be funny, but they drag on just a little too long and they lose that comedic effect. The main character really fluctuates too. He starts out as being the creepy villain that you should either be disgusted with or cheer on depending on your preference, but then they try to make him a more compassionate figure, until finally the writers just decide he's full out crazy. I don't expect great character development from a film called Ice Cream Man, but it helps to have a main character that is a consistent type so that you know what you're getting. Don't get me wrong. It is a bad movie, but it's a memorable bad movie, and you could do much worse. I don't know if it's actually considered a cult classic, but it probably should be. There aren't many ice cream movies, so that could be the deciding factor for you. There's a mental asylum, a van with bloody parts, clowns, people being turned into ice cream, plastic yard flowers, and kidnapping of children. So you could say it has a little bit of everything for everyone. The movie is certainly trash, but it could just be accidental art.